The Sun Sign News Daily Horoscopes are for information purposes only. The Sun Sign News Daily Horoscopes are not intended to replace professional medical, psychological, legal, or investment advice. It is the intention of the author of the Sun Sign News that the daily horoscopes be used in conjunction with one's own common sense and, if warranted, the advisement of a professional and licensed physician, psychologist, attorney, or investment advisor, etc. Welcome to another edition of the Sun Sign News. Today's horoscopic reading is for Friday, June 2nd, 2023, calculated for sunrise Eastern Standard Time, and beginning with the sign currently occupied by the sun. Gemini. While a sense of lack of support from those around you may linger through the morning, by noon that should be replaced by a sense of camaraderie and inspiration in the workplace, as well as from within your wider social circle. The aforementioned inspiration may manifest as visionary level ideas regarding ways to make money either for yourself or for your employer, as well as loads of creativity and ingenuity that you can apply to anything for which you have a passion. Cancer. Foreign culture, music, and/or art may play some role today. Along with that, your sense of responsibility is likely to be strong, and this may somehow lead to expanding or modifying your life's philosophy. Two warnings come with today's stellar influence. As there is the potential for you to be too easily impressed, the first is to remain aware of the potential for falling under the influence of smooth-talking gurus or spiritual charlatans. The second warning is to avoid intoxicants, as there is the potential for serious overindulgence, a problem in itself, but also a condition that could leave you vulnerable to the aforementioned. Sober and armed with a healthy dose of skepticism. Got it? Those with progeny may find extra happiness in parenting today. Leo. Heads or tails? Heads? Okay, on the one side of today's astrological coin, you could very well find yourself stretching the truth a little or bending the rules just a bit in an effort to reach your goal or obtain the thing desired. Maybe you'll get away with it. Maybe it'll come back to bite you in the ass. Tails, you say? Okay, on the other side of this astrological coin, it could be somebody else who's stretching the truth a little or bending the rules just a bit in an effort to get what they want out of you or to get you to do something that helps them achieve their goals. Remain vigilant. This is more towards the romance side of things, but someone from the past may make contact. Virgo. How's this for good news? It is very unlikely that anyone is going to come along and poop on your parade today. As a matter of fact, if you keep a diary, you might be writing, "Dear Diary, I wish every day of my life was just like this one." You've pretty much got it all today. Music, art, cuisine, good conversation, and as near to blissful intimate relations as planet Earth ever allows for. Cheers! Libra. The morning may begin with some sort of fracas over money. It may be a person like some belligerent weirdo, or it may be related to some sort of electronic gizmo internet thing malfunctioning or not properly crediting your account. Is it safe to assume that along with artificial intelligence, we are also getting artificial unintelligence? But this nonsense should quickly fade into a day wherein, and at least for where the working or professional part of your life is concerned, everything should go so smoothly that you'll find yourself worrying that the other shoe is about to drop. Put your mind at ease. Today there is no other shoe. Scorpio. The day begins with some tensions, and most likely between you and those with whom you are closest. Equally, if you are involved in any sort of a lawsuit, and if it's possible, reschedule any meetings until afternoon, as there should be less contention. The stars give the profile of some sort of total jackass trying to give you a bad time. That was the bad news. The good news is that from afternoon through the late hours of the night, the stars say that for Scorpio, the potential is high for fun, good times, and all sorts of life's pleasures. Don't waste it by being all pissed off or paranoid. Sagittarius. What may begin as unfair demands being made upon you, your time, money, and resources, will likely melt into a day of reconciliation and amicable settlement. If we were all peace, love, and light around here, we'd probably use phrases like heart-touching healing and soulful karmic reconnections, But we ain't, so we're going to stick with reconciliation and amicable settlement. Capricorn. A friend or colleague may act like a real moron this morning. You may be able to identify this person beforehand by their all too frequent lack of reluctance to boldly express their really stupid ideas. But don't let it get your goat. By noon, the day should be going smoothly, and if partnered, you are on your way to one of those legendary nights of romance. If single, you definitely want to be out and about, as you could make a very significant romantic contact tonight. Aquarius. It seemed like such a good idea at the time. Or perhaps, at the time I thought I was getting a really good deal. These are phrases you could very well be uttering at some time in the future as you look back upon how you spent your money on this day. Be careful. Some scoundrel out there may know how to push your buttons. You know the type we're talking about? The type that has you patting them on the back and thanking them for the screwing you don't yet realize they just gave you. Aside from best keeping your purse strapped over your neck and tucked under your arm, or your wallet in your front pocket, the day's stellar influence is not all bad, as it does provide for some potential victories in the workplace, or in the course of your profession, or perhaps in some social situation. Pisces. We're doing our best not to come across like we're exaggerating here, but get ready for a mind-numbing burst of creative energy. Artists of all types, musicians, writers and poets, designers and engineers. All of you are the beneficiaries of today's stellar influences. Romance? Who cares? Go create! Aries. Begin the day with a quick check of your online financial matters and make sure there isn't any funny business going on. Add to that a double check of your credit or debit card after that stop for morning coffee or wheatgrass juice. Phone is where it's supposed to be? Okay, next. Remember the following phrases. Call a cab or rideshare. Know your limits. Consume responsibly. Carry these three phases with you into the night, Aries. Mind you, we're not predicting anything bad, just the potential for you to get totally carried away with the evening's festivities, and you know what can happen when you get all carried away, right? Taurus. Big hopes, big dreams, big plans. Hey, that's where it all starts. Get ready to be mega inspired today, Taurus. That is, after a little tension in the early part of the day. And we're thinking that this time it could be you. Yeah, make sure you're not the one with the problem. Cantankerous is usually not a good look for Taurus. It clashes with your great Venusian smiles. So if you wake up a little cranky, make a conscious effort not to take it out on the world around you. Besides, you've got bigger fish to fry, like those big plans that will come from all that inspirational, stellar input you'll be receiving throughout the day. This is going to be stuff you should probably share with your friends and colleagues. Romance is definitely in the air for your sign tonight as well, and single Taurians could make a lasting romantic connection. If you've enjoyed the audio version of the Sun Sign News, we ask that you give us a thumbs up and even subscribe to this channel if you are so inclined. That will help keep us on the air and delivering a daily dose of cynicism and sarcasm wrapped in a supercharged daily sun sign horoscope. And remember, don't blame us.